Anonymous is an international collective of activists and hackers known for their operations against governments, institutions, and corporations accused of corruption or abuse of power. Since their formation in the early 2000s, this hierarchyless group, recognizable by their iconic Guy Fawkes mask, has conducted numerous hacking campaigns and awareness initiatives to defend what they consider just causes, particularly freedom of information and citizens' privacy protection. Anonymous became famous for actions against organizations like the Church of Scientology, companies such as PayPal and Visa, and for supporting movements like Occupy Wall Street. More recently, the collective has engaged in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, targeting Russian digital infrastructure in retaliation for the invasion of Ukraine. Let me tell you what happened recently regarding one of the most underestimated dangers of our daily digital lives. It all started when we had to leave a location hurriedly. We had a cash mule someone sent to pick up what they believed to be 40,000 in cash. We had drones in the air, cameras in corners. It was unbelievable how quickly we went, from sitting down having a conversation to being on the scene ready to catch this courier. Ryan Montgomery, known by the pseudonym Zero Day, is one of the best ethical hackers on the planet. Born on July 23, 1993 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he now uses his skills to track down child predators, teach people how to protect themselves online, and raise public awareness about the cyber threats that surround us. I started at 13 years old, explains Montgomery. I joined a forum called Digital Gangster. Everybody on that forum was a combination of two things: internet marketers and hackers. They coexisted together and created like a monster to some degree. What distinguishes Montgomery from other cybersecurity experts is his atypical background. Not having completed his secondary education, he taught himself hacking techniques and spent more than 10 hours a day perfecting his skills. Today, he is the founder of Pentester.com, a platform that helps individuals and businesses identify and eliminate their digital vulnerabilities. The people I was hanging out with were all committing crimes. They were all doing ecstasy, ketamine, cocaine. Cops ran down the steps while they were searching me and found 55 bags, he recounts, referring to his tumultuous past before becoming a cybersecurity advocate. But let's talk about the in-person hacking attacks that Montgomery demonstrated. In a shocking revelation, he showed how hackers can easily create what experts call an evil twin attack. This device right here, says Montgomery, showing a small device he can easily conceal. I can keep it in my pocket and just keep stealing passwords everywhere that I go. The principle is simple but devastating. The hacker creates a Wi-Fi network that looks exactly like a legitimate one, such as that of a cafe, hotel, or airport. This fraudulent network is configured to have the same name, SSID, as the authentic network. This is the Wi-Fi that I put out, free Wi-Fi. Look at this, it looks exactly like Google, he explains, showing the interface that appears when a user connects to his fake network. The demonstration is frightening. When a user connects to this free Wi-Fi network, a login page identical to Google's appears. No suspicious URL is visible. Nothing indicates it's not an authentic page. Once the user enters their credentials, they are immediately captured by the hacker. According to Kaspersky, an evil twin attack is a cyber attack that works by tricking users into connecting to a fake Wi-Fi access point. This type of attack is particularly dangerous because it's virtually undetectable to the average user. I could easily be stealing credit cards or selling credit card dumps from databases. I could be doing some horrible things, explains Montgomery, highlighting the severity of this threat. According to a University of Chicago study published in 2019, hackers can even use Wi-Fi to track your movements inside your home. A new tool developed by researchers shows how hackers can use a Wi-Fi receiver to monitor a site remotely for motion, sensing whether a room is occupied. Cybercriminals have numerous methods to intercept your data on public networks. 1. Man-in-the-middle attacks. The hacker positions themselves between you and the connection point, intercepting all data you send and receive. 2. Packet sniffing. This technique allows hackers to capture and analyze data packets traveling on the network. 3. Captive portals. Fraudulent login pages that mimic legitimate services to steal your credentials. 4. Session hijacking. Hackers can steal your session cookies to access your accounts without needing your password. According to Checkpoint, cybercriminals create fake public Wi-Fi, and once users join the network, hackers are free to intercept and manipulate traffic, positioning themselves in the middle, between users or between users in an application. Faced with these threats, Here are the measures recommended by cybersecurity experts to protect yourself. 1. Use a VPN. A virtual private network, VPN, encrypts all your data, even on an unsecured network. As NordVPN explains, a VPN protects against evil twin attacks by encrypting your data on the internet, regardless of which network you are using. 2. Disable automatic Wi-Fi connection. Varonis recommends disabling the automatic connection function to Wi-Fi networks on your devices to avoid connecting to malicious networks without knowing. 3. Favor HTTPS sites. Always check that the URL of the sites you visit starts with HTTPS and that a padlock appears in the address bar. 4. Avoid sensitive transactions on public networks. Never do online banking, shopping, or log into sensitive accounts when using public Wi-Fi. 5. Use two-factor authentication, 2FA. Even if a hacker obtains your password, 2FA adds an extra layer of security. 6. Regularly update your devices and applications. Updates often fix security flaws that could be exploited by hackers. 7. Use your own mobile hotspot. If possible, use your own mobile data connection rather than public Wi-Fi. 8. Monitor signs of attack. According to Checkpoint, signs of Wi-Fi hacking include sudden performance drops, unusual activity or high data usage, connection issues, and the presence of unknown devices on the network. Montgomery dedicated himself to tracking child predators for more than 2.5 years. If you saw a child predator doing something horrible to a child, and I know I have the ability to stop it, am I just going to ignore that? Would you walk past that kid in the park because you just don't want to deal with it that day? This same philosophy applies to cybersecurity. Awareness is the first step toward better protection. By understanding the risks and adopting preventive measures, we can collectively make the internet safer. As Spiceworks explains, network security is a shared responsibility. Organizations must implement robust security controls, and users must be trained to recognize and avoid potential threats. Evil twin attacks are just one example of the many threats that exist in our digital world. According to a recent study cited by Forbes, cybersecurity incidents increased by 38% in 2024 compared to the previous year, with increasingly sophisticated attacks targeting both large companies and individuals. Don't become the next victim of these sophisticated attacks. Protect yourself and your family online. Never use public Wi-Fi for sensitive activities like banking or shopping. Always use a trusted VPN when connecting to public networks. Verify the authenticity of the network before connecting to it, and disable automatic Wi-Fi connection on your devices. It's time to act. Share this information with your loved ones. Educate yourself about cybersecurity risks, and take control of your digital life. Online security is not just a technical matter. It's a collective responsibility. As Anonymous says, we are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. And now, armed with this knowledge, you too can be part of those fighting digital insecurity, one Wi-Fi network at a time.